What's up, Lada Dada, everybody? It's a great day to be an American patriot. This is an airborne poet's favorite kind of Christian music. Rocks. Yeah, I'm gonna put a link onto this song. And you guys, I'm still gonna do my job. I thank all you guys that have written I thank Jay for calling my mother. I thank Airborne Woodman for calling the police. That's what I need. So patriot men to call the police, and some patriot women to call my mother. So now I am the story. The VA, I put in a complaint, and they say they won't get to it till January 4th. That's not good enough. We got cartel in the VA messing with me. Communist cartel in the VA messing with me. Can you hear that? I love this song. I'm trying to get my motel. I got this motel for $60. And last night, I left my toolbox. It had some money in it, some medication. And I went all the way to Provo, Utah to find my family, and I couldn't find my phone book. And look where my books were in the trash. This is not right. My Psalms, I can't even read this anyway. I need my glasses. When I read this one, I don't joke about it, because I use it, I like this gal, Lacey Sturm. She's got a great message, and she was talking on this one message about how some Christians just live by faith, and she and I, we got into this because we had no other choice. It was like death or suicide or Jesus. So, yeah, I got this motel room. I'm like, I'm not getting it. I've been in this trap for years, and they found out about this show. I'm like, this one lady at the VA wanted to know where I was going, like she wanted, like they're interested in keeping track of me, because Americans are getting too down. And I gave my best performance of my life the other day for one man, because I'm going out there. And I told him I'm with the Patriot Movement, and I want to know if I could play a song. And I rocked it, and he asked me if the enthusiasm was real. I said, General Luck gave me a coin, and so did General Steele gave me a coin too. I'm not making it up. I'm the 82nd Airborne Division. I'll rock it. Like David Jose says, you can't stop a man that can't quit. I want you to check out Make Education Great 2, and I want you to check out Quitting Time, and what was the other guy? Oh, Big Chap. All channels that have less than 1,000 subscribers. I was a mob for Behizi. Behizi had this message of hope that he seems to be forgetting now. He's telling people it's okay. I don't think it's okay. That's why I like Airborne Woodman. Airborne Woodman, he don't say it's okay. He says it's pretty messed up. And Behizi's first message was that maybe God let this happen so that we could see who we could trust and we can't trust, and drain the swamp ourselves. And a lot of people, you don't understand logic. With binary opposition, keep coming up red, arguing red. The blue is gonna just not listen. That's why I'm trying to get purple with you guys. Try to get some communication going on, because the enemy wants us battling with each other. In the U.S. Army, there ain't no blue or red. Only one exception. The NCOs, when I was in, couldn't help talking about Billary. But who's Billary? We talked about Billary. That was the only exception I ever heard. The only time we talked about politics, and that's when it was, had gone too far when the senior NCO of the 82nd Airborne Division couldn't hold their discipline and start talking about Billary. You know, Billary Boo. You know what I'm talking about, Billary who? You know, President Trump, he got his own money. Look, a lot of you guys, you might be influenced to be against me. You know, and like Behizzy, they got rid of Behizzy on YouTube, you know. I talked to Mike Lindell a week before Behizzy lost his show covering Mike Lindell's rollout for free speech. I asked him to promote Behizzy and get the combo up. Mike Lindell explained that. I was talking about communications, military. You know, we got to get our beacons up. You know, in Scotland, we used to light these beacons from mountaintop, from hilltop to hilltop. You know, so when the Vikings would come and the Romans before that would set up a beacon and let everybody know, you know, because this ain't right, you know. Well, I went in and I played this show. I played Patriot Train, you know, and I gave that young man, he was a survival store. You know, you preppers, I think preppers are runners. You know, where are you going to run to? You know, we got to fight. We got to get back in there and take back the VA. Take back the VA chapel. Take back the military installation chapels. I'd like to hear Independent Many talk more about taking back the school board and work with Make Education Great Again, too. I think they would make a great team. And I used to be a teacher myself. And Constitution vet as a teacher. You know, make education great again. You know, so please like and subscribe to, go ahead, check out Independent Many. And as always, I've got discussion links to my discussion pages in the back. You know, and I went up to Provo, Utah for the first time. You know, last time I was there, I had these little cousins. We jumped into Salt Lake City, 82nd Airborne Association. You know, and we had a convention. And that was years ago. You know, and it was nice. But I couldn't find my phone book to even call my aunt and my mom. Like, first, there it is, you know. I found, you know, I'm going to put this, that's why I bought this, try to be organized. You know, put the phone book in there. Let's see. This goes in the car, like, right by the dash. You leave that out. You know. Well, here's my favorite book of Psalms, you know. So, you know, I don't know what to say to you guys. I got a lot to offer here, and I jump around a lot because now I've got you know, they've been doing this to me for years. That's why President Trump and Behizzy and Jesus got me back to work, giving me the dignity of work again. You know. So yeah, I'm not playing games. I'm not sure what channel to use. You know, I don't want to tell. I'm not really big on promoting my channels anyway. You guys should, because I promote your all's channels. That's how we fight in the infantry today. You know, I cover you and you cover me, and then that way we're undefeated. You know, a chain is only as strong as the weakest link. Look, a lot of these people are going to be wanting the donor money. You know. And there's evil forces at work in the Republican Party as well, and as well as the Democrat Party. You know, there are people that just want their money, and they're going to want to sell you false hope. And a lot of Patriot channels, you know, saying, "Oh, God is in control." Yeah, water is wet. God let this happen too. Remember, God is in control, but I think God wants us to do something. Like General Flynn said in a speech, Americans have been taking things for granted for too long. You're taking your rights for granted. Yes, God gives us our rights, and we have this Constitution, but now we need a restoration of the Constitution. You understand, this is an invasion. You know, communists trying to make South America and North America equally poor underneath them. With a few elites on top of, there are a lot of elitists think it's best that way. You know? Why have a US of A when any peasant farmer could be a Bill Bailey and sue for his right to audit? You know, maybe it was a bad experiment. Maybe we've shown the world that no, peasants can't lead themselves. You know, But no, we got different kinds of patriots. We got farmer patriots. We got teacher patriots. We got brain surgeon patriots like Ben Carson. All right, with this logic though, it's called binary opposition. Just look at the history of Ireland. You got the green versus the orange, the Catholic versus the Protestant. It's been going on for so long. In Southwest Asia, the Sunni versus the Shiite, and these binaries are so hard once people get set in them because they grow into them, and then you understand this Democrat culture plantation, like Brooklyn, New York, Yeah, I'm saying culture plantation because most, everything African Americans went through, Irish went through worse, except a small, tiny bit compared to the millions that came over from Africa. But, you don't want to take it from me, take it from W.E.B. Du Bois. Said that the average African slave in America had it better than the average person in Ireland that was being starved to death and dying. They were killing us off. And they're killing... I went to Fairfax High School, so you don't think I'm going to think about Nazi conspiracies? Like Mary Spanger trying to keep black people from having babies? You don't think I'm going to be thinking about that with Western medicine? My mother's Cherokee Indian. I'm Cherokee Indian. My mother's been traumatized. I was traumatized as a kid and in the military. That's why a lot of veterans respect that I've got the symptoms, even though my combat experience is light compared to them. The new vets coming from Iraq and Afghanistan, well, they don't want to talk to a Gulf War vet. They don't want to talk to a Vietnam era veteran. They just want to talk to their own. That's how it is when they first get out for the first 10 or 20 years. When they get older, then they're open their hearts to other veterans. But at first, it's like they only want to talk to guys their age. It happens every generation, warriors. But yeah, we got warriors in America, and we're still going to fight. And yeah, this is my motel room, and I'm packing up, trying to get organized. And look, it's a mess. I don't even know how, I made it through the Army. They tried to keep me from re-enlisting. But once I found out we're going to the Holy Land, and I was destined, I was supposed to go to the Holy Land and touch the rock that Jesus cried on. And I touched that 3 times. Because I was loving God and seeking God. I just thought that Eckankar, the New Age religion, was the one true path to God. It should be a crime, and I think it is to tell lies about Jesus. They say that Jesus was just a teacher that studied underneath the neckmaster, but got the teachings wrong. Now I know differently. All right, I'm going to shut up. I got, not many people are watching these anyway, but keep liking and subscribing to different patriots. Remember what I'm saying about this money. People are going to want to have these channels, pro-Republican, anti-Democrat, and they're going to want you to send the money, and people making money off of America's suffering. Donald Trump had his own money. That's why a lot of us could trust him. I firmly believe that he could have made a lot more money not being the president, but he did it for the country. He had to step up, and that's what we all have to do. You love President Trump, step up and join him in the fight. Don't just sit and watch these channels, people telling you God is in control. You have to look up something called catharsis. It was written in 335 BC by Aristotle, the Poetics. That's where he talks about catharsis. So you see Sean Hannity, or you see some of these YouTube people, and it's like what I learned from last church service I went to. This minister talking about these feel-good churches. They don't want to tell you the whole truth about God. They just want you to keep coming back and feel good. But there ain't no rose bush without any thorns. And God is love, but God also requires a lifestyle, a commitment, which I'm working on myself still at 52. So I'm going to be posting these links to childhood trauma and PTSD, because I'm going through a lot of it right now. So I thank you guys for my prayers. I know it's hard to get hold of my mom. The Montebello Police Department, that's where my apartment is. And I don't know, I found the number, and I was in Provo yesterday, but now my mom was talking about needing more medication. I'm all messed up. I don't know which way I'm going, you know? Just driving all over the place, going nuts.